Meanwhile, tensions ran high in Kathmandu as youths gathered outside the army headquarters, split over their choice of a new leader, with rival factions backing former Chief Justice Sushila Karki or Kathmandu Mayor Balin Shah for interim leadership. Protest leader says the youth's role is to be watchdogs and calls for people with more experience to join the government. Nepal's president says he was seeking an end to the crisis that has engulfed the Himalayan nation since deadly protests this week ousted the prime minister and left parliament in flames.
पुरै त छैन होला नि त हामीसँग म केमा ठिक छु म त्यसमा ठिक छु होला नि त त्यहाँ म गएर पोस्टमा बसेर अरु मेरो भाइहरु गएर त्यहाँ पोस्टमा गएर के ठिक हुन्छ त्यहाँ देश त कत्रो ठुलो चेन्ज आएको छ नि त हो किन भन्नुस् त ठुलो चेन्ज परिवर्तन चाहेको छ भावी आउने पुस्ताहरु सबैले ठिक होस् भन्ने चाहेको छ नि त त्यसै हामी जस्तो इमोचर मान्छेहरु अलि गएर हुन्छ त्यहाँ
सफलताको बाटोमा अगाडि बढिराखेको थियो त्यसमा वार्ताको प्रक्रियामा जाँदाखेरि केही मान्छेहरुले घुसपैठ गरेर नेपाली जनताको आन्दोलनलाई चाहिँ तुल्याउने जुन किसिमको प्रयत्न गरिराखेका छन् यसको विरुद्धको अहिलेको हाम्रो आन्दोलन
हामीले यो नेतृत्व खोजेका हैनौं हामीलाई मतलब जेनजी पुस्ताले छानेर पठाएको प्रधानमन्त्री हुनु पर्यो.
Now, Impact and Innovation Lead Action Aid Nepal, Sabine Shrestha, joins us to unpack this. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. Can you please unmute your device?
I think I am unmute.
Okay, fantastic. Yes, we can hear you now. So first, let's start. What is the situation in Nepal at the moment? We heard that a curfew is in place.
Yes, Nepal is going through an extraordinary moment and a real turning point for the country. Like, as of today, 35 people have lost their lives and over 1,000 have been injured. As you say, the Gen Z groups who led the protests are now meeting to nominate the names of the people they believe are suitable to lead the caretaker government. There are few names emerged, including the Sushila Karki, the former Chief Justice, also there, to lead the government. But till now, there is no clear names have been came out yet. I've just received the recent news a few minutes back that this Gen Z group has given the army and the president an ultimatum of a couple of hours to declare Sushila Karki as a caretaker of the interim caretaker of the government, or they will go back to the protests again.
Okay, if I did read correctly, this particular protest was initiated due to the level of corruption said to have permeated the public space in Nepal. Can you help us understand how deep-seated that is and how that has affected the country in the last couple of years?
Well, though the protest had sparked due to the ban on the social media, in 26 social media, including Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. But it has been built up for years due to the corruption, jobless, lack of opportunities, and there has been trend going on for the last few weeks showing the government, how the corrupted government leaders and their dynasties lifestyle and how the lifestyle of the general people. It's like Nepal babies trained in the TikTok and other social medias. So this has really, impacted the emotion of the youth leaders, and they have come out to the street. But that is just a trigger. Beside that trigger, there are decades of corruption, decades of frustrations, because there are few political leaders, top leaders, who have been ruling turn by turn for decades, and that is the main frustration for the youth in Nepal.
And the fact that it's actually championed by Gen Z says a lot about what's happening in the country as of now. So then, what lessons do you think the world should be learning from what is unraveling in Nepal?
Well, the first lesson that we need to learn is never underestimate the power of the youth. The young generation, these Gen Z generations, are informed and unwilling to stay silent. They demand transparency, they demand accountability, and they demand action, not just the words. And the second is like freedom of expression is essential. These Gen Z generation, they cannot be silenced. If they try to silence, restrict the free speech, the situation will escalate. And third, that the world need to learn is like governance must deliver. If the government fail to deliver, corruption and inequalities were persist, then the protests will begin, and they will. And sometimes, like it can be very harsh and can be very painful.
All right, so in 30 seconds, now that the Prime Minister has absconded, what is the next step to installing quality governance?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, the President and Gen Z people and the Chief of the Army, they are coordinating to find a suitable name to who can lead the caretaker government. There are few names emerged, and that should be the structure. There are lots of other, like opportunities has also emerged in the crowd. But if we want a peaceful transition of this protest, then we must have a structure, caretaker government, and election within few months.
All right, Sabine Shrestha, it was nice talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing the details with us.